back for those who do decide to join, which is nobody yet. I am working on my clone belt. So I have my clone belt boxes that I've filler primered. And hey, what's going on? Jim, how's it going, man? Working on my belt. Filler primer, working on the Bondo glazing spot putty on this to finish the two boxes. And I went back and sprayed the belt with Flex Seal. So this belt is rubber, and I was told that regular paint's not going to really stick to it, and they're right. Regular paint didn't really stick to it. Hey, what's going on, Commander Colt? What's happening? Good afternoon to you. So then the dude that I got it from said, try Flex Seal, and I did, and it works. So you can actually bend it, and it doesn't flake off and stuff. So that's cool. So the only parts I had left to finish the belt were the detonator that goes on the back, which is this piece, like that, and there's another small resin cast piece that I've got to put on here. It's kind of raised boxes. So that goes on the back, and then these two belt boxes are 3D printed, and they go on the back as well. One of them covers the seam where the belt is, so that'll go on like that, and the other one's on the other side. I've got this is how that's going to go on, so the detonator will stick right onto there, like that, and then just screw it on with some hex screws. So I still have to paint this, and then once I get it all painted and on there, then I'll glue these two end pieces to the detonator as well. So yeah, that's what we're doing here. How's everybody doing this afternoon? It's very hot here, and I always do this crap in my garage, and holy crap, do I get sweaty, but you got to take one for the Republic. So yeah, glazing spot putty. Some people wear gloves while doing this. It just rips through gloves when I do them, so rather than waste the gloves, I just get one finger dirty and do it that way. This stuff is a miracle. Typically one coat of this, and it'll get rid of all those layer lines. But yeah, these two pieces, the way the belt's designed, I had to cut probably 7 inches off of it, but it's designed to fit, all the way up to, I think, like a 48-inch waist. So I had to cut a chunk of it off, and they print these two boxes for depending on kind of where you have to cut it to fit it. So these will be, once I get them finished and painted, one of them, the one over here, will be glued on, and then this one will be glued on one side with a little Velcro on the other side to connect it as well. And yeah, it should all come together nicely. This is a much easier way to do the belt rather than, I've got one belt. I could make a belt out of the ABS plastic that I have. I've got all the pieces for it, but it's kind of clunky and it doesn't move well. These rubber belts are awesome. They're a little more expensive, but yeah, they work wonders. Let's see what we got here. No. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I don't know why I'd put this off for so long. I'd finished the rest of the clone armor, May 4th. I had it done by May 4th. And then I guess I just kind of started shooting videos with it, and I didn't want to take the time to break it down and finish it. So I've got this belt, which should be done in the next day or so, and then all I have to do to finish to be able to submit this for 501st, the whole costume, is get the back plate put in. So there's a 3D printed piece that my buddy that I bought this armor from has printed for me. It's the back plate, so I need to add that to it, and then I'll be able to take pictures and submit this whole costume for 501st approval. So very, very excited and ready for that. So after the Bondo glazing spot putty, I'm going to hit it with I've got one that was done already. I'm going to hit it with a 220 grit sandpaper just to kind of take this all down. and then I'll throw one more layer of filler primer on there and make sure that I don't need to put any more of this on, you know, because I may need to come through and do another layer of this. But yeah. Oh, let me get a mask. Hate this shit. Yeah, I wanna be safe. Mask up. It's the way to do it. Well, the way the armor works is you can have different levels. There are 3 different levels. Level 1 is the basic. Then there are different specifications for things to get to level 2 and level 3 certification. Mine will be level 2 certification. Forget what it is that's level 3 that I would, I think it's there's little side clips on the knees that I haven't 3D printed yet. But yeah, basically it's just with level 1 you can get in, so all it is bragging rights, and I don't give a shit about that. But yeah, mine will be a level 2 clone with this, which it's, you know, you can pull up anybody can visit the 501st CRL, the costume requirement list, and see what you have to, you know, what basically qualifies as level 1, level 2, and level 3. But yeah, mine will be a level 2. So yeah, sanding is never fun, but you know, everybody has to do it. When you get into this hobby, I heard somebody say that we have a sanding hobby, that we end up with some really cool props afterwards, and that's completely true. Get this belt out of the way. I don't want to get it all messed up. Something also that I'd always use when I'm working with that is files, you know, to get the detail stuff out, because you don't want that glazing spot putty, you know, in the places where there's supposed to be lines and holes and other such things. So yeah, a file comes in really handy. Hey, what's up everybody? Thank you for joining me. So let me show you guys, those that just joined, I'll show you kind of what I've been working on today. So my belt was never, you know, complete. I never had the front of it was, but the back of it wasn't. And I'd painted it basically with the wrong material. It's made out of rubber, and I was told, thank you very much for that. Yeah, my armpit looks so good. Thank you. I don't know exactly what that means, but I've been doing it for a while. No, this is not pre-recorded. This is live. You're live with me. So I was told that if I painted it with regular paint that it would flake and chip off, and it 100% did. It was, you know, but I wanted to get it done so I could start doing the videos. So I went back and bought Flex Seal, which is basically that shit that you can spray on a screen door and turn it into a boat. And yeah, it's working. So I got that, and then I have to add the detonator to the back of it. So the detonator is just a piece of PVC pipe. I've got those screws through there, so it's just going to sit on like that. Sit on like that, and then where are they? And then I'll use these little hex bolts to hold it on there. And then these 2 ends get glued onto the side there. And there's one other resin cast piece that's going to go here. It's kind of these different notches on there. So that, and then these 2 boxes, basically one is used to hide the seam where the belt comes together, and then the other one goes on the other side of the detonator. So yeah, I'll be able to have this belt 100% complete by, hey, yeah, that's my wife, everybody.
Huh?
I'm on live on YouTube. You're live on YouTube too. She's getting a drink from the outside fridge. Yeah, so once I get this done, I'll have the belt 100% complete, and then all I'll have to do, let's share. all I'll have to do is get the back plate done, and I can go ahead and take my pictures and submit this for 501st approval. So very, very psyched for that. But yeah, sanding is, oops, that's the wrong place. Sanding is the unnecessary evil of this hobby. You're going to sand a whole lot, and you're going to spend a shit ton of money on sandpaper. Just understand. Tennis balls. I don't know what that means. Hola, everybody. Hola. So yeah, this is the last step of my belt. And again, I'll have this all completed probably next day or so. I also have to go back and repaint the straps on the elbows and the knees, because those are both the rubber as well. Yeah, I've gotten like a crap ton of subscribers these last couple of days. I think I've added like 300 or 400. Sorry, I missed that. Let me see if I can pull these up. I don't know how to pull the comments up the way I have this set up with the length. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay, why do you do a lot of cosplay reveals when you have already revealed them? Oh, no, that's just what I call it. Those are cosplay transitions. Why do I do them? Because I get like 25 subscribers every single time I pop one of those on. So channel growth. And it's kind of the reason that I like doing this. So yeah, I try to mix it up, and I try to use new songs and do them different ways. But you know, I'm doing like 2 or 3 of these a day. So yeah, it gets redundant, but you know, it's my thing. Yeah, for me, it's really exciting when you get to the end of one of these things. But I also run into the problem where I'll get it to where it's kind of ready for video. And I'm happy with that, and then I just kind of stop working on it. Like, there's some issues I've got with my Mando that I really need to fix, but since it's hard to tell, I just kind of let it go. The strapping on this thing I never really 100% fixed, which I'm going to go back through and do now. And yeah, I get really excited towards the end of a project, and I bust through and work on it really, really fast, and then get something presentable, and I just kind of stop. It's you know, it happens. It happens. All right. Yeah, I do love New Battlefront. Still play it a lot. Yeah, I need to start doing saber spinning again. I haven't actually spun a saber in a long time. Used to really enjoy it, but then I got into this, and this is, you know, this takes a whole lot of time. So, exciting news. And I don't think I've shared this really with anybody. It's not 100% yet, but I'm 90% through the process of becoming an actual armor finisher for 850 Armor Works. So they're the place that I bought my clone armor from. They're out of Pensacola, which is close. Where would I recommend a custom saber? Custom saber, go to Dark Wolf Sabers, or it's just darkwolf.com, or Vire Sabers. Those are good if you're looking for entry level. For a custom saber, you can buy an empty hilt and have it installed by anybody in the community. It'll cost you a little bit more, but you know, you can just look at any of the Facebook groups on custom sabers. Oh. Hey Ike, how's it going, man? How's it going? So working on my belt boxes. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going ahead and submitting this for approval, so I can get that kind of knocked off the bucket list. You know, I've wanted to be an official 501st member for a long time, and you know, this will be kind of a dream come true for me. And you know, it's a honor and a remembrance for my brother for, you know, he's the one that kind of got me into this. So yeah, it'll be nice to finish that. But yeah, no. So what I would do as a armor finisher for 850 Armor Works is the people that through their company purchase completed sets of armor, they'd send it to me and I would finish it for these clients. They're saying right off the bat they've got like 13 shore troopers that need to be done. So that would be awesome. It'd be something I had never worked on before. But yeah, that for me, it's kind of needed. You know, I'd be working for store credit, if you will, there. So, you know, it'd be a way for me to get additional armors and be able to work on them without actually having to pay for the armor, which is cool. But two, it gives me experience in working on all these different kinds of armors, and it gives me content because I can show you guys kind of what it takes to finish a shore trooper and a scout trooper and, you know, all that. So really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, 850armorworks.com, 850armorworks.com. It's a really less expensive than Imperial Surplus, which is kind of the go-to armor company. So yeah, you know, check them out. Check them out. All right, so oh yeah, look at that. Everybody's coming in the afternoon. So I hope you like the sound of sanding, because that's what we're doing today, people. Sanding the belt boxes. And again, let me pull this out and show everybody overall what I'm working on today, which is the belt. So this is my clone belt. It is a rubber one-piece belt. This thing is actually really heavy. So I'm doing a couple things here. I'm adding the detonator in the back, the two back belt boxes, and I repainted the whole thing. So this thing was painted with regular paint. I was told that it was going to chip and flake, and it absolutely did. So I had to go and get Flex Seal. So Flex Seal is that paint that you're supposed to be able to spray on like a screen door and turn it into a boat. And it's working. You know, you spray it on here and it does not chip and it does not flake, and it's covered up the areas that were chipping and flaking. So I've got that, and then those two screws there that I drilled through here to add the detonator that goes in the back of this. So detonator sits on like that. It'll be screwed on with hex screws in there and there, and then these two ends get glued on the end of it. Then the belt boxes, one is used to cover that seam right there, and then the other one goes over here on this side. So working on the belt boxes right now because I got this all done. I'll have sand this down, throw one more layer of filler primer on it, and then it'll probably be ready for the white paint. So that's that. Let me see if anybody has commented. Sorry. Oh yeah, you guys have been around for a while. It's taken off so I have a short that shows me suiting up in my clone armor, and that thing, I posted it like 2 weeks ago, but the last like 2 days it's taken off. I think I've gotten up to like 50,000 views on it and like 300 subs from there. So had a little bit of an explosion here at Darth Rage Reviews, and we're happy about that. So welcome anybody who's a new Darth Rage reviewer as well, but absolutely welcome to all those guys who've been here since the beginning. Yummy. Yummy. I like a good fast food burger every now and again. I had hibachi for lunch. Yeah, I'm off work today, so today is my off day. I work 5 straight and off on Sunday. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Yeah, I always bring a file when I'm working with Bondo glazing spot putty, because this stuff will get into the details and you'll need to get it out of the details because you want the details. So yeah, I like to do all kind of seams with the file. It saves you a little time. But sanding. All right, sorry I missed that comment. Sensei Emmett, welcome, my friend. Welcome. I'm not practicing what I preached. I told you, put on a mask, and I took mine off. You can't hear me talk with that on, so screw it. But you guys at home, don't do what I do. Wear a mask when you're sanding this stuff so you don't breathe it in. It does get over everything. Everything. Yeah, it's weird. You cover the whole thing with it, and then you literally sand off 90% of it. But it gets down in those lines, and it fills them up really nice and really easy. And then after I do this, I do rinse this thing off. You want to rinse these between every single one of these. You know, anytime you filler primer and sand, you want to rinse it off. Anytime you sand, you want to rinse it off before you throw on another coat of paint. That's just how it is. So I hope everybody is having a good Monday. It's like my Monday, Sunday. Get this done and apologize. You can't see it, but I'm sweating like a fucking whore in church because it is very hot in my garage. I live in, like, basically in the equator. Not really. I live in Alabama, but yeah. Ooh. Michelle C. Smith. Now that's somebody who can do some spinning. I wish I could spin half as good as that. And a very cool stunt person. I mean, how cool is that? She's a freaking stunt person for a living. Yeah, during the quarantine, I started watching, she was doing live streams. I think it's kind of where she built her following. And that's when I started watching her. And learned how to do some pretty cool moves. Yeah, so you can see here, I'm going to need a little bit more. I think there, the filler primer may cover it up, but yeah, the bottom and the top were where the lines were the worst. Probably need a little bit more there, but getting close to time to rinse this off and throw on another layer of paint. Yeah, and then I'll glue one of these to the belt, and then the other one, I'll glue it to half of the belt. And the other half it'll be Velcroed because it's kind of where you open it and close it. Open and close. There we have it. So one more spray paint or one more filler primer layer, and then I'll come back at it. We're using 220 here. I'll come back at it with a 400, and then I think I'll be ready for the paint. That's how it goes. Yeah, this crap gets everywhere. Everywhere. All right, well, I want to thank everybody for joining me. I know it was only 20 minutes of me sanding literally and talking about a belt, but thank you guys for being here. All you new subscribers, thank you for being here. I do appreciate the subscription. I do appreciate the love. So thanks a lot, guys. We will see you next time. May the force be with you.